Hey everybody, LEGO Doctor here, back with yet another video, and today we will be reviewing set 75215 Cloud Rider Swoop Bikes, from Solo, a Star Wars story, with 355 pieces. Let's look at the minifigures. So here we have our first minifigure, Tobias Beckett, who for most of the movie was seen as an ally until the end, where he just wanted the coaxium for a smuggling deal. He also comes with his pistols. He has some nice printing on this jacket from his latter appearance in the film. And this nice little face that's kind of stoic and weird. The Mr. Incredible hairpiece works perfectly. The only thing that's disappointing about this minifigure, in my opinion, is the lack of a rear facial expression that I wish was kind of like grrr, like angry, fighting, something like that. Like, I'm gonna get this coaxium and there's nothing you can do to stop me. Anyways, and he's wearing a jumpsuit underneath in dark gray, to show, dark bluish gray rather, to show his formal Imperial training. When he was undercover as a smuggler, I believe, just like Han Solo was. I don't know. I think he just didn't. I can't quite remember. He's got some little straps and a silver belt buckle to Han Solo's, as well as the trench coat that goes all the way down. Some nice nougat gloves. Yeah, very nice minifigure. And here is the coaxium, by the way, which is just a single crate with a golden lid that has a stud on top. And it comes out like this. This is supposed to represent a large canister filled with several tiny small canisters that are like this big, roughly. You can see how big that is on your hand, comparison to the minifigure right there. So yeah, pretty good. Next up, we have the smallest member of the Cloud Riders, Weasel, with a Z. And I love this exclusive molding for his helmet. He's got some rope printing on the back and the front with some fur, this rib cage looking design, as well as what looks kind of like a dog tag or just like a strap connecting the rope for maybe grappling and climbing. He also he has on his face, he also has some nice gunmetal. I'm not sure, I can't quite tell if that's gunmetal or regular silver printing. As he needs this little face part open, he does not have any face printing underneath, which is fine. He kind of has like hair kind of like this, the Mutt Williams right here with the in black with some stubble. He has short legs for his shorter stature. It looks really cool with these kind of sloping lines of sorts and some straps on the back right there. And right here you can see there's also some dark brown printing on the sides poking through. Rangefinder, very similar to Boba Fett's, which is very nice right there with some nice printing. Yes, a very good minifigure. I like this one a little bit better than the previous. We're going up and up. He also comes with a blaster made out of an alien conquest gun and extended with a binocular piece that attaches to the end. He can hold it just like this, or with a single hand to fire at any imposing threats. And lastly, my favorite figure of the set, Empress Nest, who turned out to be a girl, despite them all saying like, who is this guy? Like Tobias Beckett and Solo. Once again, really nice that they added a new sort of helmet to their collection. What's really interesting is these sort of knives, spikes, whatever have you, are actually rubber, probably mostly to keep from smaller children poking their eyes out. There's some nice printing with the traditional Star Wars language, as well as some little wear right here, I think, as well as this little visor to see out of. It's just printed on, so there are actually no eyes underneath to see out of, just a black face. Probably because this came out. No, this actually came out after the Solo movie released, so I don't know why. And she turned out being a freckled girl with ginger hair. She has some nice little legs here. I'm not sure whether or not she should have had. I think she's probably fine with these legs, but the mid legs could have done well. They didn't come out yet, though. Once again, some bony-like detail on the torso with sort of a rebreather for desert climates. Two-tone cape with printing on the back for fur. And on the back of the actual back, we can see a continuation of this kind of belt she's got right there. And the overall outfit with dark brown arms and black hands. And some cloth down here as well. She also comes with her little stabby staff, which is made out of a machete, a little arrow piece, and a lightsaber hilt in just normal gray. She also comes with an extra machete if you want to use that as a weapon for Weasel or her or even Tobias. Anyways, as I said before, my favorite of this set with the little indents on the back, everything. Very detailed minifigure aside from like minifigure series ones, probably. So, really happy to have this minifigure. Wow, 6 minutes just blew by just on minifigures. I'm sorry, but I just like minifigures and I like talking about the movies they are from. So, first off, let's get into the first build of the set, which is Weasel's speeder right here. Let's just put Weasel on there. Not so officially holding the handles, but he's got the steering vane with the flag pieces, the square ones, and the sidecar build, which I'm not sure. You can detach it, technically. It'll usually come apart like that, roughly, and you can fold these down a little bit more to make it better. Ow. My dog bit my finger, by the way, so, yeah. Anyways, got the engine in the back, which you can move these little things right here to kind of suggest pulsating energy flowing through it. Got the little saddle right here. Got some kibble for, sort of prominent, repair work or whatever. Got the stripes right here, as well as this little control panel-ish thing. I'm not entirely sure if this is meant to be flown on its own, and I don't think it doesn't say on the back of the box that's meant to be detached, especially since it doesn't seem to have any controls. So I'm not sure about that. It's got two cannons up front, and an actual stud shooter cannon on the side. So that's how that works, and it comes with extra studs for this and the blaster on this bike right here. Let's just look at that. And we've got another weapon here and here. Not sure if these two are supposed to be weapons or not. Another stud shooter, as well as the steering vane, which you can kind of move, and you can move the fins as well into various shapes, kind of shaped like a Y right here. We've got a skate for some extra kibble there. We've also got this little black and red detailing on the dark tan, as I call it. And once again, the same build for the engine with a little bit extra right here with that little ring. And yeah, and this kind of PewDiePie looking style right here. And then I also like to kind of denote Weasel's power over whoever's riding the sidecar, or you can do the opposite. You can also tilt it even more up if you want, or more down. And here we have Enfys Nest Speeder with the other flag piece for the steering vane. Once again, the PewDiePie thing. And on the back fin as well, which you can adjust forward, even though no one can sit there. Maybe that's the point. And you can also move this back one to move it back further, if you like. But that's not how it's supposed to be, technically. You've got this nice sloped detail with more kibbling, and I really like this engine exhaust design right here, as well as these nice little control, this little control yoke right here, and more detail on the swoop bike. And here is Empress Nest riding her swoop bike. There it is. Overall, in my opinion, a very neat set to get, especially for playing. It's really fun to, at least in my childhood when I had speeder bikes like the Imperial ones, it was really fun for kids to swoop around the speeder bikes. Overall, great deal. Much better than I thought it would be at $29.99 retail price. And I will see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more, especially Star Wars, because for the next week, that's pretty much all I'll be doing until I get all the Endgame sets, and then I'll review the Infinity War sets, Ant-Man and the Wasp, as well as Captain Marvel and Endgame. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!